I need my man to be head over heels in love with me, obsessed, chest hurting, like all of that. And for those guys that are about to come in the comments and be like, you're not gonna find that, no guy has to chase you. Every man that I've ever been with in my life was head over heels in love with me. I have never committed to a relationship with a man that did not feel his chest cave in if I didn't want to speak to him. I don't want to be with any other type of man, I can assure you. I need my man to be head over.
Be careful what you wish for. I don't know why people don't think that there's a healthy medium between nonchalant and obsessed. And I know she's saying that in a playful way, like all obsessed as in like, deeply love. But use your, words correctly. The word is not obsessed. It's deeply love. It's really focused on you. You could just say those. Like, people just don't understand that what they say has power over their lives. And it's just baffling to me, okay? And if none of what I said was truly what she meant and she really mean obsessed, then yeah, that's toxic. You're unhealthy. You need to get it together, because people just don't understand. When someone is obsessed with you, it's not what you think it is. Okay? Be careful what you wish for.
These kids' mamas is young. I'm telling this girl, oh, my daughter about to go to kindergarten, whatever. And she's like, oh, when did you have her? Like, we were talking about ages. I said, oh, I had my daughter when I was 28. She said, oh, you had her when you were older. Older?
Older?
If you ask another group, they're going to be like, you had your baby very young. I had my daughter when I was 28, and I'm an older mom. That's the problem. These mamas is young. That's why I couldn't really relate to what's happening in these streets. Kindergartners coming in with full sets. The mamas is fighting. Kids got on Balenciagas. Y'all mamas is young and dumb. Young and dumb. These kids.
And that's the problem, okay? That's why the kids are how they are, because of, their parents. Their parents are young enough to just be siblings, and it's nothing wrong. That's how young these mamas are. Like, that's your little sister. The age difference is good enough to be your sister. That's how you know there's a problem. I had my daughter at 28. If someone calls me an older mom, seriously, like, come on. Y'all are just doing too much. Just because, something happened to you and yeah, this and that, you had your kids young, it doesn't mean that's what the standard is. And that's where I want people to start thinking. Like, just because something happened to you, it doesn't mean manipulate and confuse people to think that what happened to you is what the norm should be. That's not what the norm should be. Something happened to you. You weren't, smart enough. You were doing what you're not supposed to do. That's why you're in that situation. And as humans and as good people, we will support you. We won't be throwing it in your face, but don't start turning it around, making it seem like everybody else who did the right thing is the problem. Don't do that. Like, we're supporting you. I need you to...
Men will literally take off their wedding ring and go to a bar hoping to pick up girls. And then women will do the opposite and put on a whole fake ring so that doesn't happen. That is so funny to me. Anyways, here's mine. That is a boulder. Nobody's approaching me with this on. It also has diamonds along the edge. It looks like a real diamond. It has all those colors in it. In the light, it's so pretty the way it shines. I wish I could show you on here, but she's gorgeous. I believe I got a size 6 for my ring finger. Men will literally take...
It really just shows you the different lives that men and women have. Like, for a man to get a woman, he has to remove his real ring, okay, disrespect his partner so that he could get more women. Like, they have to actually put in nasty work for them to have other women, and that's something that's gonna be so weird to talk about. Like, men do so much to get women, but they're still not female-centered. I just said something right there. Like, men do so much. Like, take off your actual wedding ring just to get other box. Like, you're doing so much, throwing your whole life away, risking diseases, risking losing your marriage, risking everything, but they're still not female centered. Like, they don't act like it. They just do what they need to do behind closed doors and move on. Like, that's crazy. But yes, as women, well, not me, but like other women, they do wear fake rings, okay, to make sure that other men don't approach them. So it just goes to show the different lives that we live as, you know, the different genders. So we're not the same. We're never going to be the same.
The beginning and the middle of the day, sister. Remain unavailable for what is not for you. If that man has not told you, proclaimed his love, his desire, his need to want to be with you, if he has not done the necessary things to make what you want for yourself and what he sees for y'all relationship align, has not been very clear about that, become very unavailable to that man. See, the problem is this: we don't hold ourselves accountable as women enough. We like to say, you know, if he didn't know what he wanted, if this not what he was sure of, if he wasn't ready, he should have just not came over here. That all of that could be very much true. But what is lacking on our parts as women is noticing the signs when they are first presented to us.
That's what I always say, but I always get backlash like, you're not a girl's girl. I don't care. The man can be whatever he is. Like, he could be a bad person. That's true. But can we also look at where we went wrong as women? Like, because at this point, you're acting like you're a gullible child. You're acting like you're 5 years old. You're acting like you don't have any will. You don't have any personal agency. Like, two things can be true at the same time. The man is a bad person. I get that. The man that did you wrong is a bad person. But what red flags did you ignore? What responsibility did you have in him playing in your face several times for several years? Like, please, because at this point, I'm either gonna think you're a gullible, unintelligent person, or you're just toxic and you allowed it to happen. So don't get mad at me and call me someone who's not a girl's girl just because I call out your side. Like, people always want, you know, everyone to look at how bad the man is. What about you? What about the part you played? I don't care if I'm not a girl's girl. I wasn't born with you. I'm not a Siamese twin. I'm not conjoined to you. So I don't care what you think about me, but I'm always gonna talk about what side did you play.
A man that does not want a relationship, that actually comes out his mouth and say he's not in the space to give you a relationship, he does not foresee that right now in his life, should not be getting relationship perks.
And then that's the thing. The men will open their mouth and say, oh, I'm not looking for something serious. Or they'll actually, you know, show you actions. And then the woman will turn around and say, he played me, he wasted my time, he wasted my years, he hurt me, this and that. He either told you and or his actions showed it. Like, are you letting us know that you're slow? Like, don't let us know now. Because that's what it's giving.
He should not be having no type of relationship access to you. And it's not being mean. It's not you being mean. If you don't text that man back, if you don't answer that man phone call, if you do not talk to him consistently every single day, so what? Next caller. You have to normalize matching the same level of investment that they are giving you. That will save a lot of you from getting your heart broken. See, once that frontal lobe develop, like really develop, it's just certain things you like, nah, I'm not going for it no more.
Yeah, and that's the part I wanted to get at. Like, I would respect a woman who says something like, I was young and I didn't have the mental capacity. Like, I didn't have the, you know, intelligence, okay, to make good decisions. And yes, the man wasted my time. I couldn't see it because mentally I wasn't there. I'll respect that. But don't you tell me, oh, I did nothing wrong, it's the man who wasted my time. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because me, the way I think about things is like, once I know your age, no matter what you say, I'm gonna just chalk it up to the fact that, yeah, it's not her fault, she didn't have the mental capacity. But you have this big, big age woman, 35, 27, 29, saying he wasted my time.
Don't care. Potential is not even on the table. Nobody can't even approach you with potential. They gotta come fully potential at this point. And the actions have to be also fully potential. He can't just do something today and then you base your whole life around, or you base the next 6 months or your future around something he's showing you today. That just can't be the end all be all. Stop feeling bad for matching the same level of investment that they are giving you. You are getting attached to someone who is calling you every day, who is texting you every day. That does not equate to them wanting the same thing that you want. People will keep calling as long as you're going to keep answering. That's he keeps calling. It. That's why he keeps reaching out, because you're still available. Nothing to talk about. You didn't ask for another homeboy. You didn't ask for another friend. You didn't ask for someone who intentionally pursued you with the idea of looking to see where things were going to go, getting to know you deeper. You didn't ask for that. You didn't sign up for it. This doesn't mean that you have to carry him however you view carrying, however you think you supposed to treat him. But this does mean that you should probably stop allowing yourself to be so available. What are you available for? If a man is saying he doesn't want a relationship and you want a relationship, you two should not even be talking. In the space and current season that you are in your life, you want someone that wants the same thing that you want. The beginning and
on her last point about if we're not on the same page, we don't even have to talk. That's a powerful point, because women just don't understand the power they have just in their companionship. I'm not even talking about giving him your box or giving him advice or helping him apply for a job or showing up to like an event on his arm. I'm not even talking about all these extra big things. I'm talking about just you being around, just him knowing he could text you and he's gonna get a response. Like, that does something to a man. Like, y'all don't understand the power y'all have. Well, why do you think when a man has a lot of money, the first thing he thinks about, I'm going to be able to get a lot of girls? The first thing he thinks about is women. When he has a lot of money, when he's broke, when he's, on his deathbed, like wherever a man is, he's going to think about a woman. There's this story I read about. I don't know if it's true, but I read about it. Those rich millionaire guys, right? Before they died, they, paid a lot of money, okay, to be like they paid a lot of money in advance, obviously, to be buried face down on Marilyn Monroe. I don't know if that's true, but do you see how like this woman has been gone for a while? The millionaires are living now, having paid billions for when they die, so they could be buried on top of her. Do you understand? Y'all just don't get it. So when you know the power you have, any man who's wasting your time, you'll be like, oh, nope, I already know that I bring a lot to the table without even doing nothing, without even saying a word. Just because you know you have access to me, it does something for you. Like, it boosts your ego to make you feel like you could get other girls. Like, remove yourself when you know that you're the, like, he's only getting things out of you. He's wasting your years, but he's having all the fun. Like, think about it like this, right? Think about a business contract. If the two parties are not getting something out of it, it's unfair. Think about it like that. Anyway, y'all, thanks for watching. Go ahead, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about those clips. Leave your comments below. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on my commentary? What are your thoughts on the clips? I'll see you in the comments and also on the next video. Thanks for watching.